Shefsky here, and welcome to Fantasy House. Do you like MTV Cribs? Well, what if MTV Cribs was in a universe with no limits on money or technology? What if you could just imagine something of your wildest dreams? Well, that's what Fantasy House is. Every week, I have a different guest. Some of them are comedians. Some of them are designers, illustrators, artists of different types, and sometimes just regular old Joes that I know that I think would have an interesting fantasy house. And they take us through their interesting fantasy house. They imagine it, they come up with it, and they walk us through it. It's so much fun. You feel like you're there, which I love that feeling. It's magical, just an experiment in imagination. It just feels good. My guest this week is a good friend of mine, a hilarious comedian. He's part of every cool show in Hollywood he's part of right now. The Goddam Comedy Jam, Roast Battle. He's part of the All Negro Wave. He's part of the Kill Tony Band. That's right. You probably already know who I'm talking about. Jeremiah Watkins. Jeremiah Watkins is just so much fun to riff with. He's extremely hilarious, talented, in the moment, and just he's a whimsical, fun character. So of course I love riffing with him. And we just had a blast this episode. Do you like firefighters? Zip lines with horses attached to them? Saxophone museums? Jeremiah riding around on a Galapagos turtle and a saddleback? Well, then this episode of Fantasy House is for you. Now, in the words of the great Angelo Bowers, let us do this. Won't you take a long over to your fantasy house? You're the host with the most experience in your fantasy house. Give money for expensive construction. The only limit your imagination. I was gonna say I felt like you're one of those friends where like you just start to feel it after a while, like you can sense it in your belly, where you're like, I think it's time we riff again.
I think I'm starting to get those riffing pains.
Riffing pains?
Yeah, I think it's hitting me pretty hard.
I need to riff.
It's just like hunger pains. It really is.
That's right.
It's the exact same thing. It's the same emptiness feeling. Like I gotta fill that void.
Does it make me healthy to ignore those pangs then and let my body go into autophagy while I fast from our riffs?
No, that's not healthy.
No?
Okay,
we need to replenish ourselves. And
it's why you got a medicinal dose of Jeremiah Watkins today.
I'll take
Hello.
it. All right, where is the geographically? Where's the location of this
Geographically, now it's very similar to a Batcave situation, but like an Adam West version where it's kind of popping up out of nowhere. Mm-hmm. Okay, so at the surface level, it could not look like anything. It could just look like trees and stuff, kind of by the ocean, but still, Beverly Hills adjacent.
Okay. That's kind of like Malibu, right? It's Beverly Hills, but by the ocean.
Yeah, kind of like that.
Okay.
Yeah, but it, I don't think I wanted to, necessarily have people know where I live. I don't want it to be like this huge, like, gaudy thing. Like, it'll be big on the inside, but like on the outside, I don't know if I want like huge, like pillars and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Maybe when it pops up out of the ground, it can be that big. But it has an invisibility force field cloak around it, so it's one of those things. Like I have like a keypad, like a to get in, and then it's like kind of like almost a theme park.
So from the outside, if I'm walking up,
because you're on the outside, and you're looking in.
Can you let me in your house? Do-do-do-do-do.
I like how we went from Stain to Creed, and like a lot of people are like, yeah, it's the same band.
I was like, that's where my brain went. I was like, improving skills, John. Do you know who does that song? Just go to the one song that makes sense.
Yeah, dude. I mean, all of that is in the same vein.
I didn't even know they were different bands until you said so just now. I was like, see, I got this. I know what he's talking about.
Totally.
He's talking about that band Nickelback.
Yeah,
of course,
definitely.
Okay, so it's a visible cloak. I'm walking up to, is it cliffside or where am I? It's like cave-ish.
It's kind of cave-ish. So it would be, I guess Malibu-ish would be the best way to put it, because there's mountains, but then there's also like beach and stuff around that area.
Okay.
So that would, like, if you're painting like a picture, like it would be like a Malibu in the side of a mountain. So I guess, in the side of a mountain. So yeah, we are going back to the dragon thing.
Okay.
Like, it is kind of like in the side of a mountain, but it's popping up like from like the woods and like the beach area.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's a pretty good mix of mountain, beach, and secluded woods.
That's what I always tell people when they're like, "Do you know Jeremiah Watkins?" Is like, "Yeah, dude, he is pretty much a mix between mountains, beach, and secluded woods." And they're like, "Huh?" I'm like, never mind.
Don't worry about it. You don't get it. You have to listen to the podcast.
You, sir, are pretty much the equivalent of like a concrete wall. And they're like, "What are you talking about?" I was like, I don't know.
I don't know.
Okay, so how do I know that I'm at your place when I get there?
I have to tell you.
Okay.
It's not like if you're only welcome there if I'm inviting you there.
Yeah, totally.
It's not like one of those things like you're like, I'm just going to drive by Jeremiah's house and drop in on him. I don't freaking do that, dude.
No, don't worry.
Hey.
This is in my Google Calendar.
All you people trying to FaceTime me, stop it. That is intrusive. I freaking hate it. And this is the exact same thing that I'm talking about with my house. Nobody's just gonna, it's in the neighborhood. No, you're not. You're not in my neighborhood.
Don't FaceTime him.
I didn't invite you. If I invited you, I'll be the best like entertainer. I'll be the best like host ever of the house. But if you're just supposedly strolling on by, not gonna happen.
Jeremiah's like David Lee Roth. All right, he'll FaceTime you.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't come FaceTime
You don't
him.
FaceTime me. I FaceTime you.
David Lee Roth does not have that.
Well, I just assumed we were
Isn't
going
he
off
one of the Stones.
We were going off the Creed like Stain thing.
Yeah,
I'm like, I don't know what David Lee Roth sounds like. I just assume that he sounds something like that.
I feel like he kind of just has like an '80s bro in a band voice.
Okay.
I mean, we've heard him in interviews. He sound Van Halen like Panama. So he'd be like, "Hey, you don't FaceTime David Lee Roth. David Lee Roth FaceTimes you." I don't know. That's my idea of how he would talk. It's also wrong.
It sounds like if David Lee Roth was an infomercial person.
That's right.
We've got knives. We've got guitars.
I'm hot for squeegees.
Hot for squeegees.
And towels that clean up real easily and microwave baking machines.
I used to work at a car wash. Squeegees.
Right.
Hashtag connections. Yes. You got it.
Oh, enjoy it, folks.
Keeping the memory alive while I'm still sad on the inside about it. Yes. Is this too real? You got it. Am I going through stuff? Absolutely. Yes.
It's going to be in there for a while.
It's going to be dwelling with me every time I perform at the Comedy Store. For a minute, it's been on my mind. You got it.
It's just random stuff. I was just driving here this morning to record. I was thinking of Brody.
Yep.
Okay, guys, let's get into this house that Jeremiah knows that we're coming to. So we are welcome today to be his hashtag blessed guest.
You are a guest in my abode.
All right, so I followed the coordinates. I'm here. You've taken off the invisibility cloak.
Now it's pretty cool.
What is it?
Because it's popped up out of the ground. Okay.
Okay.
And people are like, wow, it looks like an outhouse at first, okay? after all this, it looks like an outhouse.
Whoa, an outhouse just came out of the ground.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah, after all this, like I tell you all the coordinates and it looks like an outhouse. So that's to weed out the people who are not really my friends, okay? Those are the people who are like, oh, it's just an outhouse? I'm out of here.
Yeah.
It's like, why did I invite them there in the first place?
You let them get back in their Tesla and drive away.
Right. They drive away. They drive away because they're just like, they're judging the outside of the appearance of my home now.
Of course.
But when you walk through the outhouse, you're escorted down like into a basement area, okay?
Does it smell like an outhouse though? Is it just look like an outhouse, like a Disneyland outhouse?
It's like more of a Disneyland
so it's
outhouse.
Clean. It's
like
hygienic.
if it's one of those things where it's like if you walk in, you're already like suspending your disbelief about like, oh, Jeremiah doesn't have much money, he doesn't have material things, like, but I still want to see my friend, So
you pass
the first test.
If you're listening to this and you're like, you see an outhouse, I hope that this takes all of our listeners on this new level of, like in their life now. Every time they see an outhouse, like, I'm just gonna go in.
Yeah.
Just to
that could be Jeremiah's house.
If it lowers to underground to a crazy situation.
Yeah. So then lowers into the basement, and then there's a a man that is he's dressed in angel wings, and he's
Is he a full-time employee? Or,
he's my receptionist, but he's dressed as Michael, like the archangel, like at Heaven's Gates. Like it's all white down there.
Okay.
And there's a gate, and he's like, "Hello, are you on the list?" And they're like, "I think so." And if they're not, there's a trap door that he pulls, and then it puts them right back out to the top of the street.
1960s. There's like a lever that he pulls, like a big one, and it flushes them out.
It flushes them out right back up on top, outside of the invisibility cloak. And they're like, "Did I even go inside ever?" So anyway, so this is still the outside of my house. So then there, you say your name. Say your name.
Hey, Shefsky here.
John Shefsky. Oh, I see you right there. Welcome, Mr. Shefsky.
Oh, all right.
And he's like very welcome. He's like, "Can I get you anything while you wait?"
Anything?
Anything at all.
Can I get a bagels, lox, and cream cheese on an egg bagel, toasted but not too toasted? Extra cream cheese?
Here it is.
That
And
fast?
It's that fast. It's that fast. Because I have around my house, which we'll get into
I have a lot
later.
of other stuff to order right now. I can get it that fast?
Yeah.
I want to have an orgy. I want sushi. I want Toro.
Okay.
Okay, go on with your story. Sorry.
We can only arrange for a couple of those because Jeremiah's actually ready to see you now. So you get the bagel, you get the lox, you get all that stuff.
got greedy for a second
One
there,
of the
Jeremiah.
thing I know you did, and that's okay.
But I
but I
realized-
told you that I was a really good host, like that I was going to treat you really well. So that's why you got like the bagel with the lox, and you got everything that you wanted. The orgy is going to have to wait.
Okay.
But
I can't have it anyways. My wife
because
would
I'm
be
ready
pissed.
to see you, and also
It's just
our wives
testing.
wouldn't be into that. But I have these things called teleporting rings like around the household. So basically I can get to different parts of my property very quickly because there's these like little pads.
Yeah.
So basically I have a hookup with Michael, who's the front desk secretary.
Mm-hmm.
He ordered all that stuff very quickly because, they're teleporting it there. That's how he
delivery.
got it's the delivery.
Eat your heart out, Amazon.
Yeah. Amazon does it.
I don't care if you have the drones or not.
Yeah.
You're not getting there as fast as teleporting.
No, teleporting is. And
It's
there.
here.
Yeah, exactly.
5-star review.
So you then basically after going into this basement, you walk through you do a quick body scan to make sure that it is actually John Shefsky that is visiting, even after because Michael wasn't doing his job properly. He didn't even ask for your ID. He just asked for your name. Okay,
Michael, well, he
I know.
trusted me. I looked him in the eyes.
I know, but you said at least a name, so you got past another part of the step.
Okay.
I'm very high maintenance. It's very hard to get to me to visit me in my fantasy house. Okay.
Buddy, bro. No offense taken.
Okay, I'm just saying.
You got to be secure in this
Okay.
place.
And then after you do a body scan and you hear a nice voice go, "Access granted." You walk through and then you go back up to ground level. Okay. And then you see my actual house.
Like it appears there now, like the cloak comes off.
No, it's like that scene in Willy Wonka where it's like your first time seeing like the Chocolate River and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Like you're seeing my property now. Like you've made it past like the invisible shields and all that stuff. You're in it.
What? So now I'm on the ground level.
You're on ground level.
And what am I seeing? What does your house look like?
It's big. Now it's like, okay, here here we are. It's brick. It's a lot of brick.
I love brick.
But there is
Like red brick?
yeah.
Oh yeah.
A lot of red brick. But then it's also this it's kind of like a Tolkien-ish looking household where it's like kind of castle, it's brick, but it's also there's stone and stuff too, where it's like there's lookout like towers, there's flags, like it's a Mario Kart video game that
I love the aesthetics of Mario Kart.
Yeah.
I love the atmosphere. of it.
It's very like Nintendo meets Tolkien.
Oh, yeah.
is what my
love
house.
that.
Yeah.
Sometimes I don't even race Mario Kart. I'll just play it and let the other cars race, and I just drive slowly through it. And just look
Sometimes I just look at the scenery in Mario Kart.
I do that. I love video games where you're just like in the scenery.
But it's Super Nintendo, so it's like very like 8-bitty and stuff like that, and it's like kind of pixelated. That's what I like.
Can I step on any boost things to go fast real quick?
Yeah,
Quick
of course.
boost? Oh, yeah.
Of course. Yeah, there's actually to get to my front door, because it's a big. I don't want to brag, but my property is pretty big. Okay, I don't want to brag here, but
I got
let's just say
envy.
let's just say in my fantasy,
Yeah.
I'm doing pretty friggin' well, dude.
Good.
Okay.
Good.
I don't want to be that guy, but like in my fantasy, let's just say I'm not humble in my fantasy.
Don't
Okay.
be.
I'm not humble about my amazing house. People are going to be jealous. Okay. So
That's why it's invisible. You're like,
right.
I don't want to
so
hurt anyone's
speaking of
feelings.
Mario Kart, there's actually there's some boosters there that you can step on that will take you right to my front door. Like, yeah, straight to the front door.
Oh, so cool.
I'm all about like condensing time of travel. Even though I
This is
made
from
you
a
go
man
through.
who travels a lot. This is a road working comedian.
Well, I know. That's why I want
My
everything to
fantasy,
be.
condensing
My
travel.
fantasy is condensing travel.
Yeah, totally, dude.
So you get right to my door, even though I put you through a lot of tests and stuff like that. And at the door, it's two giant doors. Like we're talking, like you look up, and it's like straight out of Lord of the Rings. Like there has to be a creature, like from the outside to remove the giant wood beam.
Oh, it's like a mere mortal can't do it? Like,
Yeah,
I
a mere
can't-
mortal.
I can't lift the beam.
No, you can't lift the beam.
What if there's like a fire emergency? You're like, I got to get out of this place.
Not gonna happen, man.
Oh, jeez.
Every single room in my house has aesthetically, you can't see it, but I mean, there's a fireman on duty on every room in my house. And also,
What a solution creator you are.
yeah. I don't.
There's a fireman on duty in every single room.
I don't believe in the sprinkler system. That's not effective. Okay.
Totally.
You're gonna ruin all your stuff. No, I'm not about robots and stuff taking our jobs. I hire people to work a 9 to 5. No,
Please run for president.
a
I'm
9 to
already
5 hour job. Fires don't happen after 5 o'clock.
And you probably have your own bitchin' calendar, right? For
Yeah,
the house.
of course, definitely.
These are my guys.
Also, sprinkler systems ruin your entire area when
Oh, yeah.
there's a fire. But a fireman has a hose. It'll point it right at the fire and that way you don't lose memories, you don't lose your couch, you don't lose your bedding. Anyway, it's a whole thing.
It's a brilliant plan, though.
So once the creature that's named Tagnar, he removes the wood beam from the door.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you're inside my house now. Was there a lot of steps to get in? Yeah. But now, dude, one of the first things you see to your left is my wiener dog farm.
A farm of wiener dogs?
Yes.
I freaking love dachshunds, by the way.
I'm obsessed with dachshunds.
Oh, they're so sweet.
I wish I had one out here. That's actually one of the things that I've convinced my wife. I go, "Oh, you want a baby? You want a baby? When you're pregnant, I get a freaking wiener dog."
Dude.
And she's like, "Yeah, sure."
Oh, yeah, that's a good time to negotiate
Okay,
with-
well, this wasn't the negotiating that I was hoping for.
Try the farm, though. When you're pregnant, I get my farm.
Yeah,
And that's
I get a
little bit more.
farm. So there's so many wiener dogs, like of all different colors.
Long haired, short hair,
Long hairs,
black, white,
short
gray.
hairs,
Oh,
black, white, gray,
so cute.
golden, like big ones, miniatures. They're all running around, and my sister, she is in charge of the wiener dog farm. She has an access card. She's welcome to that room whenever she wants, because she's obsessed with the wiener dogs just as much as I am.
That's very
But
sweet.
there's AstroTurf and everything in there, so they can pee, they can poop, and the firemen, because they don't have much to do with the fires, they also have to work on the wiener dog
Totally.
farm.
It's practical.
It's more
only
practical. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
we can't just have them standing around the whole time. They're
Just
certified firefighters,
Yeah.
but they're also certified dog
are
walkers.
they in their
and-
fire like fighting outfits too?
They
But
are.
they're like picking up dog poops and like filling up the water for the dogs.
Yeah.
With their fire hose.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah, so that's just for you to see like what kind of energy that
Yeah.
I want in my house and what kind of joy is a wiener dog farm right when you walk in, like to the left. You just see puppies, and you see like just so much fun and just like anyway. That's just
I love
the
it.
laugh.
I'm just visualizing like 30 to 40 wiener dogs all being super cute and a firefighter like with his like you know how they look in the calendars like all greasy chest with like his helmet on and his like the rubber pants on and the boots and just with a hose like filling up the water.
Yeah.
And you're like, this is Jeremiah's house.
Dude, amazing.
I love it.
And then on we'll get to that later.
Okay.
I have some other animal rooms that are in the house.
Dude,
as
however
well.
you want to walk me through it, take me. As long as we go to the
Okay, so we're in the what's a foyer?
A foyer is basically it's a
I was about to say we're in the foyer. It's kind of like a hallway, right?
it's more than a 3-way and less than a 5-way.
Hey, foyer.
Yeah.
So we're in the foyer.
We'll walk through the foyer.
Okay, so we're walking through the foyer, and let's say we're in the kitchen now. Okay. Now the kitchen, stainless steel, dude. Stainless steel fridge. We got the marble counters.
What color marble? Like dark, light? Like what does it look like?
Dark marble, so it makes
Dark
it easier
marble.
for things to spill and clean up. You know, I'm all about, being able to use things in long term. Wood floors, finished.
Dark, light? What, like shellacked? Like
Lighter, because dark shows more dust and dirt, as you know, as someone in real estate.
Yep.
Yes.
And also, I know that when you have like dark countertops, it really complements the juxtaposition nicely when you have like light floors, or if you have dark floors, have light countertops.
Do you want to move into my house, dude?
I do.
I like you, dude.
I'm willing to put out fires and hang out with wiener dogs all day.
Okay.
Right.
Perfect.
There. Did I just give myself a really hard job? when
I
could've just
think
hung
so.
out?
Michael, is he in? Yep, he's in. Michael's not a very good employee, but
Dude, he's forever got my heart. He brought me the bagels, lox, and cream cheese.
I know instantly.
He's on my side. I'm down.
Yeah.
Extra capers, please.
So the kitchen, and then we got a pretty awesome living room set up where it's like a drop down like movie theater style screen where like the seats. You have one style of couch, okay, but I have one of those things where it's like the furniture comes like. It rotates out of the ground. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there's
like those car seats that have the extra seat in the back, like in those like Suburbans.
Yeah,
where it
exactly.
goes, and then the chair comes out.
Yeah, so it's that technology, but there's a keypad that's like based with like an iPad or something.
You and
where
your keypads.
I know,
the
dude.
Jeremiah keypads.
Jeremiah keypads. So there's different options on which furniture rolls out depending on the setting and depending on the who you're entertaining and stuff like that, right?
So you could have a couch, or you could have like theater seats, or like
Yeah.
massage lazy boys kind of thing.
Yeah, or a hammock that comes out.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like, it's like different. Like you literally, it's a choose your own like style of like entertainment.
Yeah.
So or it could be like if it's like a board game night that you're having friends or family over for, it could just be like beanbag chairs or whatever that are popping up like out of. But it's different. It just literally rolls over kind of whatever you need for the situation, which is kind of cool.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
How would you like to relax? And then
Yeah,
just put in your
exactly.
coat and
a massage table? Whoa.
that
The lady
sounds
comes
great.
with it out of the floor? Okay, perfect.
as long as she's strong and really gonna help me with my muscles.
Yeah, dude. Her name's
please.
Helga, dude.
Ow, Helga.
Yeah.
She's European.
She sometimes gets stuck in between like the rollout because she's kind of a beefy lady. She's like, hit the button again, and then she gets out and then like she's really digging into you like in your sciatic nerve with her elbow, but
I
like
need
it
that.
works out.
I need it. Helga, I need you to fix me.
Yeah.
Help me. My IT band. My patellas. Help. Dude,
My clavicles are out of arrangement.
I broke my clavicle when I
Did
was
you
born.
really?
When I was a newborn, I was
You
in a
were
little
born?
sling. I was born, bro. Fist bump.
Dude,
were born
you got
too, right?
born?
Dude, I got
you
born.
got straight up born, dude.
I know. It's pretty sweet. I'm pretty stoked. You got born too? We
Yeah.
got a bond?
Yeah.
Born bond?
Born bond.
Born is bond,
Dude,
dog.
yeah.
I love that she pops out at the things and like with it and then gets trapped in it sometimes. It's almost like if this was a reoccurring series inside your house.
Yeah.
They'd be like, where's Helga? And she'd be like, did somebody who pressed the button? Like,
Can somebody please hit the button again? I'm stuck.
I'm
hit
stuck.
the keypad.
how do you spell stuck?
Stuck.
STUSCHHHHH ...
Yeah.
Stuck.
Stuck. So that's just like the living room and the kitchen. Okay.
What's the aesthetics in there? Like, are the like is the flooring like is it just like a nice carpet in there?
The wallpaper is just my headshots. I'm just kidding.
Hilarious. Is this Sam Tripoli's house or your house? How many headshots you got in here, kid?
Hello, kid. What's going on here? Whoa, which brings me to
Sam
I have a
Tripoli room?
separate movie theater room.
Oh, sweet.
Which is like it's a dedicated movie theater with theater style seating, but everybody who works at the movie theater is an old timey person. So like they're like, how much would you like to see the moving picture for? And I'm like, well, I own the house. I have to tell them every time.
Every time?
I'm like, they're like, oh, that's right. You're Mr. Watkins. I see. Right this way. Like, but I would have to act like a normal customer. Like my guest that I'm with, I'm like, he does this thing anyway. I'm like, you know me, Reggie, come on, let me in. And so I was like, okay, right this way, Mr. Watkins, and guest, Mr. Shefsky, welcome.
Oh, hello.
So just two for today. I'm like, yeah, it's just me and my buddy John are catching up, and he's like, okay, right this way. So he takes us, and I'm like, do you want anything? Do you want any snacks before we go in? And there's another like old timey person behind the candy,
concession stands
the concessions. He's like, hello there. Hello, what would you like, Mr. Shefsky?
Oh my gosh, can I get some caramel corn and a hot
Caramel
dog?
corn, well, of course.
Oh my god, and a slushie?
And a slushie.
And 3 Musketeers?
And the 3 Musketeers.
And some regular butter popcorn to mix with the caramel corn, which is delicious, by the way.
Oh, we got a high maintenance person here. Hey, don't talk to my guests that way. Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Watkins. Okay, so then
I'm getting ripped on by the concession stand people.
Yeah.
Jeremiah, these people are kind of they're judging me.
I kind of let them. Yeah. They have the free will. Like I'm not like a slave driver or anything like that. They have free will to have personalities, even though I tell them that they have to be old timey.
Dude, I deserve to be riffed on. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
roast me. I deserve it.
No, exactly.
I'm pushing the limits here. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. Oh, eat all that candy as a means of escape. I see. Okay, all right. Calm down. All right. We just want to go see our movie. So then we go inside and we watch our movie. Anyway, well, we got a lot of other rooms to cover, so we gotta exit.
What movie do we watch though?
We watched Blazing Saddles.
OMG. Someone read my LinkedIn profile.
Hello.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then we go back outside of the theater room, and I guess I'll show you to my master bedroom.
Yeah, master bedroom.
So this bedroom has multiple California kings as one giant bed. So think of maybe four. No. Yeah, a 4x4. A 4x4 California king bed. So 4 California kings all in a row.
Yep.
And then also 4 more, so to make it one
16
giant
square California kings.
Yeah.
Dear Lord. That sounds
but
outstanding.
as one bed. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So I want the option to snuggle with my wife sometimes. But then I want the option to be in the same room with her, but nowhere near her.
But still be sharing the bed.
But
so she
still
can,
be sharing the bed.
Exactly.
We're in the same room.
That's right.
Okay.
So I'm 3 mattresses away, honey.
I
if you
want
need
that
anything.
option because guess what? Your boy likes to starfish.
Yeah.
I like having my long limbs completely spread out.
Oh, me too.
Yeah.
Me too. I'm like a crime scene, like a chalk outline. I like to sleep just like.
I like my cuddles and my snuggles for a little bit, but when I want to get really comfortable, I like to remove my vertebrae and completely put it on another side of the bed.
Just blob it out.
Just all my limbs. I want it to look like a bad car accident where that's how much room I want. I want my limbs spread everywhere in a bed. And with a 16 by 16 California king, we could do that.
That's right.
And she could have her own space. And if she really wanted to, like if she, when she has like her kids down, like I call them her kids.
Her kids?
When she has her kids,
Glad you caught that.
when she has her kids down the line, she can have them on the opposite end of the California king.
If you're co-sleeping, you need 4x4. You can't
Yeah.
just have one. We have one king and we co-sleep, and it's I'm like, babe, we need like 4 more beds to the
There you
side
go.
and 4 more beds.
There you
down.
go.
So you're doing it right. What kind of sheets are on this giant bed? Is it one giant sheet, or do they each have their own sheets? Because I'm gonna make you tell me 16 different sheets.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a lot of sheets.
There's standard cotton. There's standard cotton. There's hotel room cotton.
Mm-hmm.
There's different kinds of there's some fur blankets, there's some down comforters, there's some Amish quilts. There's different kinds of blankets for different, like, depending on the mood that you're in, kind of.
Okay.
And then there's like a standard section. It's almost like like a Serta mattress, how they like shape to your body and stuff like that. It's kind of like that. Like there's different moods of blankets and different stuff like that in this, because there's so much room.
Yeah.
It's like, why not?
So what's your favorite sheet on the bed? Like, what does it look like? What color is it? Is there a print of anything on it?
It's just, this is simple. This one's simple.
Okay. Like just a white or like
it's skin color.
Skin color? The Buffalo Bill bed.
The Buffalo Bill bed brought to you by Jeremiah Watkins.
You have to
it
put
is
lotion on
human skin.
You have to put lotion on the bed.
Oh, it's so
you don't
gross.
wash it. You just lotion. You lotion the sheets. It's so weird.
This one's more standard. This one's more just like white. It's just a white comforter.
Okay.
Like, because that's like I like kind of craziness on the outside of my life, but when it comes to personal stuff, I like it to be very controlled and very like simple. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, outside of the master bedroom, you've already spent the night with my wife and I in our bed because
so
there's
kind of
enough
you.
room. Yeah. Oh, I told you.
You are the best
told
host.
you.
I think no one's ever let me just sleep in their bed.
I told you, man. I'm a freaking great host.
You are.
And I got to get through a lot of rooms in a very short amount of time. So you look outside, you step outside on the balcony, and that's when you realize how many different teleportation pads there are. You see that there's different rings, that is going to take you to different parts of the estate, different parts of the property. And that's where you're going to be able to go to my arcade room, which classic arcades, every video game ever available at your disposal.
Oh, yeah.
Legit, like machines, like arcade machines and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah. Classic. I love that feeling.
The classic vibe.
When you go to a real arcade that's like nostalgic and it has like Nintendo and it has
there's even a
Atari
skee ball in my place.
Oh, yeah.
It's basically like a Chuck E. Cheese almost.
I was just going to say, can I get tickets? I love throwing wooden balls.
There's actually animatronic figures that are in the corner that are drumming and stuff like that. It's a little creepy, but I keep them around for nostalgia purposes.
Dude, if it wasn't creepy, I mean, would it be even worth it? This is a fantasy house. There's got to be a couple weird things in there, all right?
Yeah.
A Chuck E. Cheese animatronics?
Yeah.
We'll deal with it.
In the basement of my house.
Ooh, that's where we're going right now? Basement?
Yeah, we're in the basement.
Okay.
Now, this is like the true man cave part. Yeah. There's a lit up glass wall of so many different saxophones. Like so many different
like
saxophones.
museum style?
Museum
like
style.
with like a little plaque and you're like, oh, that.
Like there's antique ones, there's ones that are playable, and then like you walk in to like my music room and it's a wall of all my saxophones, guitars, and different instruments that I've learned over the years that I haven't learned yet. Some of them like will be like flutes and like and like flugelhorns and different
like the future stuff that you want to learn.
The future stuff that I want to learn is all on a wall, right? And there's a recording booth. There's a cool black guy who's the engineer. And it's like, yeah, that's all he says.
What's his name?
Yeah, huh?
What's his name?
His name's DJ Rice.
And DJ Rice always makes you feel like confident that it's good. He's like,
I'm like, was that good? He's just like, yeah, like that. That's like,
dude.
like, and he like, I pay him. I'm not gonna tell you. I pay him more than the fireman. Don't tell the fireman. I pay DJ Rice more than the fireman. So anyway, there's a recording studio. You record podcasts in the other room. There's an on-air light. There's also to access to make sure it's me. There's a nipple scanner that you have to get into. It's
nipples.
Yeah, it's unique to only my nipple. There's a lot of retinal scans that are in future movies and stuff, but
so
like I have to
dude.
pop up the shirt real quick and like put my nipple like and scan it real quick.
That's like my favorite thing I think I've ever heard in my life. That there's a nipple scanner, and how it's just, dude.
Well, every nipple's like a snowflake. Did you know that?
And you lift up your shirt and your nipples have the snowflake pattern. I'm what WTF with Mark Maron is going on here?
And Let It Go plays as whenever access is granted.
Oh, dude, my kids and my nephews and nieces would love your house just for that simple fact.
So I don't even think I can even get to all this stuff. Also, in the basement, there's a turtle sanctuary. Yeah, we're talking red-eared sliders. We're talking giant Galapagos
you have
island
a Galapagos
turtles.
Turtle in your house?
Yeah, with a saddle on it so I can ride it because I've always wanted that.
Oh my god, dude!
Yeah.
Will you ride it right now to like entertain me.
I'm
as your
like
guest?
now, like at this point, like I open like the doors part, like, and like some fog happens.
Yeah.
Because like it's got to, just for the effect.
You have to have some fog.
And then that's where you see my underwater like aquarium for the sea turtles and stuff like that. But then you also see like the koi ponds and stuff like that for all the red-eared sliders and the Galapagos turtle. Like now we're on sand, and I give you free shoes like for every different room that we go to. Like for that one, like there's like sandals that I'm gonna give you, and then we'll go play basketball later on my outdoor courts later in the teleportation pads.
Yeah.
And I have like brand new Jordans for you to put on that fit your size.
They smell
and then also
fresh and new.
there's a skate park that's outside as well that we'll take to get to another teleportation pad. There's I'll give you custom like Vans that you made that you get to wear, and then like we get our own like skateboards to
Dude,
go
I'm
have a
excited
skate
just
session.
to wear all these shoes.
Yeah, I'm a big shoe guy.
I love shoes too.
I love shoes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I have a shoe room, but that's another discussion. And then we take the like it's one of those things where you truly won't know the real layout of my property because we're using these teleportation pads everywhere. So like as far as like walking from one room to the next, it's kind of disjointed because it's kind of all over this big piece of property that's under this, this bubble. But yeah, I wrote down some other things that I like. There's fairies that deliver me breakfast in the morning and stuff like that. Who are my butlers?
Are they full size human fairies?
Oh no, they're literally like
cute
Tinkerbell.
little
Like
Tinkerbell?
Yeah. They drop off the food to my wife and I. Like when we have breakfast in bed. We actually part of the bed is themed like that's our breakfast area. So like we only eat in one section of the bed, so that way it can be vacuumed and cleaned up.
Yeah. The crumbs are only stay in that bed.
The crumbs are only.
The other 15 beds are A-okay.
Yeah, but there's a wood chopping room where I just look out like on the horizon, the sunset, and I just chop wood and I just think for
Is that
a while.
your Zen process?
That's my Zen. It's just chopping wood and just thinking and looking out into the sunset.
It's like shooting hoops. It's your task positive, like one thing to focus on and get your head straight.
Yeah.
What did the fairies drop off for breakfast? What would you?
Oh, dude, biscuits and gravy for sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, biscuits and gravy.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I love biscuits and gravy.
Delivered from the South, the Midwest, different parts from there, which just brings in back to the teleportation, the rings and the pads that are all over my place, which it's pretty nice.
People traveling by teleportation is weird enough, but the fact that there's going to be fairies.
Oh, fairies, yeah.
Running to grab you like Uber Eats and Grubhub fairies, basically.
Yeah.
Like going to the South.
They're very loyal. I don't know if you've ever worked with fairies before.
I haven't.
Yeah.
I imagine they are pretty cool and pretty loyal.
Especially, I'm a good, I treat them very well. Everybody is paid more, even more than you'd think at my estate.
So even though you said you pay DJ Rice more than the firefighters, it's like the firefighters aren't complaining. Everyone's doing
very well off.
Everyone's doing well.
It's a 6-figure job for everybody.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody's doing well. That's good.
So there's zip lines that connect the rooms and stuff like that, and I've got
Wait, so you zip to different rooms?
You could from different parts of it's kind of a castle exterior,
Yeah.
like I said, you could definitely zip line from the basketball court, which is on one of the higher levels of the castle,
Yeah.
to the skate park. You can just zip line from the top down to the skate park.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool.
That's half the
if you
fun.
if you're wanting to feel more medieval rather than teleporting, I have options. But
Ziplining's not medieval, is it?
no, not really.
Sire, your sword and your zipline attachment.
and your zip line are ready, sire.
As the king, I refuse to use the zip line. I will travel by horse and horse only.
My lord, may we put you in your straps?
Yes, absolutely. Put me in my straps for my horse.
But, can we put the horse on the zip line?
Oh my
That has never been done before, so therefore I shall grant you your wish.
Oh, Mazel Tov, a horse on the zip line.
So zip lines and all that stuff. And then, for me on I have my own green screen sound stage that's in a different part of the castle house and stuff like that, because I still want to be able to make my own movies and short films and sketches and stuff like that, and connected to the sound stage is It's a prop house and like in a place for all my wardrobe and all my costumes and wigs because I'm already outgrowing my current apartment where I have so many wigs and stuff like that where I need more space for.
You mean in real life?
In real life,
Oh, yeah, 'cause
I
your
have
Kill
way
Tony
too much
and-
stuff.
Yeah, all your Kill Tony band stuff, and like,
Yeah.
it's just building up.
It's
into-
been adding up where I've got 4 storage bins worth of stuff now.
You went from like a community theater amount of stuff to now you're like a Broadway like costumer.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen the stuff that you guys you're always doing different characters all the time.
I know. Every week we commit to different characters on Kill Tony. It's wild.
And then you commit to saving and archiving your uniforms.
Yeah, because if they're a good character, we bring them back.
Oh, yeah,
they're like
you have
recurring
to.
characters. So
Don't kill it off. It's great. The world needs to see.
let it live forever. So that's my place.
It's outstanding. Is there a garage? I just want to know if there's a garage.
Nope.
There's no garage?
Nah, dude. I don't have cars.
No cars at all because you
No.
teleport or what?
Yeah.
Okay. And then are there any bathrooms at this place? Like I
forgot about that.
Yeah, you got to take me to a bathroom real quick.
Well, there's bathrooms.
Our listeners love the bathrooms.
There's bathrooms adjacent
do I.
to like, the skate park has like kind of like an outdoor like bathroom area that looks kind of like public parky, but it's very clean. And there's a bathroom attendant connected to the basketball court that's like, your ball, sir. That gives you a brand new basketball after you're done.
I thought you meant your balls.
No. Your ball, sir.
Yeah. What about my balls?
Here is your Spalding, sir.
Oh, yes, a basketball.
Oh, thank you. So after you wash your hands, you get a brand new basketball because I don't like germs, and I don't think you do either. So
Who does? Fresh shoes, brand new Jordans, and a brand new basketball.
everything's very clean, very pristine in my estate.
like Howie Mandel would feel safe here.
Oh, he would love it.
Everything's just hygienic.
He would
and clean.
love it.
I love it. What a rad
Yeah.
house.
So there's squatty potties that shoot up out of the floor at every point in every bathroom because I want to give you the option. There's a lot of like keypads and there's a lot of stuff that to give my guests the options of my family the option of and I guess there's like rooms, there's guest rooms and stuff for kids or my wife's kids.
I feel like a kid would enjoy anything in your house, though.
No, they love it.
Everything
They
you
love
told me
it.
about, I was like, this is all pretty kid friendly.
But but also there's one of my butlers like has Clorox wipes, and if they like dirty it up, like they wipe it up and clean it right away.
Everything's going to be super clean.
Yeah.
Everything's going to be 99.9% bacteria and germ free. All countertops.
Yep.
I love how much stuff you have that shoots out of the floor like on demand. Like from the squatty potties to your masseuse and her table to bean bags, like to the actual like outhouse, like just stuff that like comes out of the floor is really fun.
It's a lot of stuff that comes out of the floors.
There's a lot of bum, 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 bum. Gonna go to Jeremiah's house. I hope he remembered he invited me today. Doom, 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 doom. And I'm in Jeremiah's house today. Oh, if I can only find it, it's invisible.
Shefsky went to Jeremiah's house.
Oh, yes, he did. Dude, I freaking love your house. Thank you for having me. # blessed guest. Amazing.
Thanks for spending the day with me, my pal.
Dude, so great. Where can people find you?
They can find me across the social media board at Jeremiah Standup. Got a bunch of fun stuff at jeremiahwatkins.com. And I got a great podcast called Jeremiah Wonders. And you can listen to that every week, as well as Kill Tony and a lot of other shows like Stand Up on the Spot and the Comedy Jam and Roast Battle that I'm affiliated with. So check out my stand-up or check out Reagan and Watkins. There's a lot of projects I'm involved in.
And they're all freaking awesome, dude. You guys check them out. Thank you guys so much for listening. Thanks for doing this, dude. You were freaking so much fun. I love riffing with you.
Heck yeah, buddy. Thanks for having me.
Oh, great. Guys, thank you so much for listening. I hope you enjoyed that episode. Jeremiah was so much friggin' fun. It's just the best. I just have the best time doing this. And thank you guys so much for listening and making this fun. Give me a reason to make this. Do me a favor. Give us a 5-star review. Write us a review if you have time. Just actually write us a review. Just click on the button and just write us a review. Give us an iTunes review, or if this is available on YouTube. So if you like to watch, you can't see it, but you can listen to it as a video on YouTube. So if you're at work and you need to be able to scroll through YouTube and make it look like you're doing work, but you want to listen to Fantasy House, hit that YouTube, dog. It's under Fantasy House Podcast on YouTube. Give us a 5-star review. Share this puppy. Click the share button. Send this to people that you know. Artists, designers, fantasy house lovers, comedian fans, even a grandma or grandpa, a bubby, a zeta, an abuelita that you're like, hey, let's blow their mind with some trippy modern type of things like a fantasy house. They probably never thought of that before. Do it well. Also, guys, be silly. Have fun. # blessed guest. Mwah.